my name is Kimberly and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about something that's very important, and that is getting a lot of good rest. So I don't know about you, but sometimes my mind is just going and I can't seem to fall asleep. And so today I'm going to recommend a few different podcasts and apps that will help you get more sleep.
The first tool I would like to talk about is a podcast called Get Sleepy. I've been using this for several months now, and so have some of my older children, and we all agree that it is amazing.
Welcome to Get Sleepy, the podcast where we listen, we relax, and we get sleepy. I'm your host, Thomas, and thanks so much for listening.
So in addition to Thomas's soothing voice, there are several other narrators. The podcast is completely free, and it has all sorts of different stories that you listen to. And I would love to tell you about some of the stories, but I have literally never made it to the end of any of the stories. So if you would like to try this out, it's highly recommended. And just like most of our videos, this is not sponsored. They haven't contacted me. It's something that I actually use and recommend. The next podcast that I would like to recommend for getting better sleep is called Nothing Much Happens. One of the unique features for this podcast is that she tells the story twice. First time at a regular speed, and then she tells it at a little bit of a slower speed, and she gives you some helpful meditation advice along the way.
Welcome to Bedtime Stories for Grown-ups, in which nothing much happens. You feel good, and then you fall asleep. I'm Catherine Nicolai. I read and write all the stories you hear on Nothing Much Happens.
So if you're looking for another podcast or something else to try or a different voice, then I would recommend this one as well. The first one is my favorite, but this comes in at a close second. If you've been watching my channel in the past, you probably have already seen that I have recommended Relax Melodies before, but I thought it was worth mentioning because it's not a podcast. It is an app that is available on your app store, and it has a ton of new features that I have been thinking about trying out. And so I wanted to show you how I use the app and some of the different features of the app so that you can decide if it's something you'd like to add to your sleep repertoire. As you can see down at the very bottom of the screen, I am in the Discover section where it recommends certain preset relaxing melodies that you can listen to. You can also go to each individual screen and you can add different sounds to the app. You can do that on the bottom by pressing Composer. You'll see that's what I'm in, is Composer, and it kind of tells me I've got different things selected, and you can slide up and down if you want to make the birds louder or softer. It has very detailed ways that you can select what you like. Moving on to meditations, let's take a look at some of the different things that they have. As you can see, some of the features are locked. This is a free app and it's free to try, it's free to use, and for a couple of years I have only used the free version. But now it's getting bedtime stories. It has these meditations. It lets you try the app for free for 7 days. And then after that, I'm getting ready to show you how much it would cost if you want to listen to the different stories and things like that. They also have a new feature called breathing, and it introduces you to sound breathing.
Hi, and welcome to Sound Breathing. It's a revolutionary way to guide you how to breathe. Most of us don't realize that the way we breathe has a huge impact on our stress levels and our sleep.
As you can see on the screen, there are several different ways you can use the breathing portion of the app. You can use it during the day to clear your mind or just to take a break, or you can use it to de-stress at night or to help you fall asleep. All right, so let's take a look at how much this costs. Here's all the benefits on the screen. I've put it up there for you. You can try the app for 7 days for free. And again, that's just the portion that is locked. The rest of it is free. And then it's $59.99 a year. You can cancel it whenever you want. I've just been using the free version, but I have been thinking about trying out some of the new features because it does have a lot of new things that they've added, like those bedtime stories and meditations. Another really interesting feature they've added are these sleep moves. And so there's an introduction, but then you can do the sleep moves just you as a single person, or you can fall asleep together. So if that's something that you're interested in, then it's an extra feature. It's a paid feature of the app, and it can show you some different things. At the top there, you can add favorites. You can scroll through and see there's a retreat. There's things that you can do when you're standing, sitting, lying down, all of those types of features in the sleep move portion of the app. All right, let's head back over to some of the music. Each section of the sounds has locked features and unlocked features. And so if there's something special that you really want, then you'll have to pay extra for the app. But there are also plenty of things that to choose from that are free if it's something that you're testing out, and you can still test it for 7 days. Hopefully there's not a crying baby, right? Because that's not going to help you sleep. But you can add different sounds, and you see there at the bottom, every time I add something, it says how many things I have. So at the bottom it'll say you have 4 contents, you have 5 contents. And you can click on that and expand it so that you can see what sounds you've chosen, as well as how loud each sound is. It's really customizable. I'll go through some of the different ones here so you can see which ones are free and which ones are locked. There's a lot of different choices if you're someone who likes city sounds and you want those. If you just want some white noise, melodies, water, nature, they're all there for you to choose from. The more that you add, of course, the more complex it gets. Hopping over into the music section, you can use some music as the base of your relaxing melody and then add in some of the sounds that you already love to customize the music to make it just perfectly the way you would like it. Let's try it out. If you don't like something, you can easily delete it. One of my favorite sounds that's music is Tibetan warmth. I feel like it's really soothing for sleep. And then if I want to, I can add a few other sounds. I just hop back over to the sound portion and I can scroll through everything there at the top. The slider shows up and I can adjust how loud the things that I'm adding are. And then I can add up to 12 sounds to each one of the bass music features. It also lets me clear this mix, or I can save it so that I can always have it and I don't have to go in and customize it each time. Aura is another one that I sometimes like to use. Sometimes when I'm reading, I like that one. And then you can add the sounds to that as well. Hopefully this has given you a good overview of this Relax Melodies app. And I hope I've given you some useful apps and podcasts that you can add into your sleep routine and help you get some more sleep.
Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram, and click on that notification bell so that you can be notified every time we make more videos like these.